Cavern of the Incarnate, where are ye? These mountains kind of rise up in an interesting sort of way. I know that Cavern of the Incarnate is, well, it's on like a mountain. Like I said, it has a slope going up. Thing. These floaty bridges will last. I think that should be good enough. Freaking hunger up there. That hunger, I remember them talking about the hunger during Morrowind's development. They thought that there was somebody from Bethesda, I don't know if it was a dev or just some PR type of guy, but they were real proud of that hunger. They thought it was a real sick and twisted thing, but it's kind of weak and worthless, to be perfectly honest. That looks nice and slopey. I wonder if that's where I went up before. I have a feeling that may have just been where I was at before. How about over here? This looks interesting. I'll bet you this is it. At long last, I bet you this is it. Somewhere around here. Cavern of the Incarnate, where are ye? Alright, got twisted around a bit. Let's get a better view here. And there's a dwarven ruin. You know, I think we go past that ruin. Just go this way. Yes, let's go this way. There's a Daedric ruin. Didn't hit the button enough to watch myself breaking my leg so well. This is a marked Daedric ruin. And I remember we go past this too. Yes, indeed. Not in the mood to play with you suckers anymore. Got plenty of blunt weapon points for now. I'm going to try to skip these ruins too for now. There's a cave over there. So many temptations to explore. Let's get out of here before that fire dude sees us. I don't know if you see it, but this rut right here, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was originally thinking would lead to the Cavern of the Incarnate. This little rut right here. You know something? That is a very tall spire of rock. Remember what I said about the teeth? There are two of them. This is it. Huh. Instead of ash storm, it's going to rain. Yes, the teeth. I bet those are it. I bet this is it. Hope this is it. It's not sloping upward like I would like. And it's kind of, well, nope, there's an upward slope. It's also a nice tomb. To rob. Full of vampires? Nope, just skeletoners. Get over here, you... what he was poking at, but this looks notoriously like a vampire lair. All I'm seeing is the standard undead. It's a bag. For a second there I thought that was a dude. Nah. Common book. Think I've already got one. Nothing special. Nothing. 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 Just junk. Well, so out we go of the something ancestral tomb. Short one. Onward to the slope. There's my charge. There's my poking a cliff racer to death. Alright, Cavern of the Incarnate. I could have just levitated over that mountain to get to it, but... well, you know, I could have sworn this was it. I still think this is it. I still think this is the Cavern of the Incarnate. It's an awfully wide path, though. Plenty of blunt weapon skill training. Alright. No wonder that staff isn't doing much damage. It needs repairs again. And that it is. Cavern of the Incarnate. Okay, so this is a special time. I like this. This was when I first came here to this place and did all the stuff in there, it was just real special. It was like, you know, it says you've really come this far. You're it.
In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
And of course, Azura, loving drama and everything, has to make her fancy little speech. But here we are. The ancient Cavern of the Incarnate. A statue of Azura holds the ring in her hand. If I can target it. It's my crappy mouse. There we go. Moon and star. It's not the most special of rings, but it's, you know, symbolic. It was Nerevar's ring.
Nerevar reborn, incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
And with Azura's fancy little speech, here are the ghosts. You notice how you can see through them? Here are all the people who thought that they were Nerevar reborn. And of course they failed. And the only way to truly fail being a Nerevar reborn is to die. And they all died in the attempt to become the Nerevarine somehow. Peakstar is actually mentioned by people around the land. She is the most recent one. Let's see. Welcome, Nerevarine, Incarnate, Moon and Star, blah blah blah. I am Peakstar. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall answer if wisdom guides me. I am a failed Incarnate. So are all these who remain here with me in the Cavern of the Incarnate. I survived the Blight, but I fell in battle with an ash vampire. I could not master the arts of war, nor could I learn the ways of the great houses. They would not have accepted me as Hortator. Take these few poor things. They are of no use to me. So she gives me the special thing, the magic thing she had in life. Yeah, she's actually talked about and mentioned by people in various NPCs around the land because she's the most recent one. She recently died. And then here's this one. Tell you my story. I was a holy crusader for the temple in the golden era of the tribunate. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple and are now called the apocrypha, the apocrypha, whatever it is, the ancient writing. I followed the tribunal unquestioningly, to my regret. I never believed in the Nerevarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions with my blessing. You get her mace, and you get a skill book. And another bump to my heavy armor. How nice. Iridan. Welcome. I am Iridan, and I'll tell you my story. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender and swore hatred and vengeance against Imperial and Tribunal alike for their betrayals. In later years, I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and the Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armor. I have no further use for them. It gives you his spear. There it is. The poison spear. And his Kairos. Where's his armor? There it is. Restores health and restores fatigue. For a light armor, it's not half... Well, it's medium armor, actually. For a medium armor, it's not half bad. Next, we have two of them here. I am Iodine Necropopcorn. I was not the one. I will tell you my story. I lived in the late years of the Tribunate, and behind the scenes, I helped us demoralize, then repel the Akavari invaders. Yeah, and there's a story about that from the continent of Akavar. They invaded. But anyways, I knew nothing of the Nerevarine or of Dagoth-Ur until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool trying to loot the ruined Kogarun, which I just did. Here, take these. Maybe there's something in the world that's still worth stealing. And she gives you Master's probe and a Master's lockpick. It's very sad, I think. Here's Cocoon, Chocolate Cocoon. I will tell you my story. I was an Ashcan. He was the leader of one of the Ashland tribes. I led my people against the Akavari, while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like Kagudi. I quested deep into the strongholds and in Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women and the wise women he's talking about. I did not heed the counsel of the wise women, and to my shame, I envied glory, but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours with my blessing. See, apparently he mastered the art of war, but he fell prey to like either the corpus disease or the blight disease or some secret plot. But we get his axe, which is a very nice axe, I must say. What else did we get? His boots, which are very nice boots. If my light armor skill was more than just a meager 20, these boots would actually be very nice. Very good armor class. Or armor rating. Excuse me, I don't know if I can get between them. There we go. Then Hort Load. Hort Lad. I will tell you my story. I died 400 years ago, in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker, not a doer, and though I was marked by the stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine, my bones won't complain. You get Shithis? I think he gives you a book. Said he was a thinker. Yes. A skill book. What else did he give you? He gave me something, one of many things here. That's my staff. What's that? Yep, he gave me one of many things. And they don't talk to you because they're just ghosts. And they sit here forever in the Cavern of the Incarnate, with watchful gaze of Azura. Alright, next task. I'm going to have to cut it here because it's getting late for me. But yes, the next task, I believe, is just going around to the tribes and the houses and having them recognize you as the Nerevarine or as the Hortator, whatever they call it. So until then, I'll see you later.